Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the press launch of Jobstreet's virtual career fair in partnership with the Department of Trade and Industry. We will begin in a few minutes. In the meantime, we invite you all to like Jobstreet Philippines Facebook page in order to stay updated with the details of their virtual career fair with DTI. Moreover, feel free to share your experiences in this event on your social media accounts. And please don't forget to use the following hashtags: hashtag JobstreetPHXDTI and hashtag JobStreet Virtual Career Fair. Thank you. Hello once again, everyone. Welcome to the press launch of JobStreet's virtual career fair in partnership with the Department of Trade and Industry. We will begin in a few minutes. So in the meantime, we would like to invite you all to like JobStreet Philippines on Facebook page, and also please stay updated by following them on their social media accounts with the details you can find also there about the virtual career fair with DTI. Moreover, feel free to share also your experiences in this event on your social media accounts. And don't forget to use the hashtag JobstreetPHXDTI and hashtag JobStreet Virtual Career Fair. Thank you. A pleasant afternoon, maayong hapon, kaninyong tanan to all of you who are here right now in our virtual event. Thank you all so much for taking the time. In fact, I hope you're all doing well. We'll make it even better because today is not just any ordinary day. In fact, it is an extraordinary one. I am Blinky, by the way. As you can tell, I am so excited, and it's a pleasure of mine to be part of this event because I believe this is really a very purposeful one. That is why I'm truly honored to be part of this event because we have a lot of things in store and there's so much to expect for today's launch. So I hope you are filled with excitement as I am. You can share your greetings as well and excitement down at our chat box where you can also type in if you have any questions or queries that you may have along the way in our launch. And also for easier reference, please don't forget to encode as well your name and publication as your display name on your Zoom account right now. All right. So I hope you all set and ready to go. Guys, with the end of the lockdowns, many individuals like me, I mean, everyone perhaps, are reassessing, reevaluating what work really means for them. Candidates are now rethinking their approach on the concept of work in a manner that should be fitting to their personal lifestyle and that is also adapting to their various work conditions, such as remote working, for example, or hybrid setup. They're now looking for jobs that are aligned with their personal values. Also, it has to meet the promises of financial security, which is very important. Convenience, also very important right now. Not just that one that also gives them the freedom to pursue what they want while also dedicating themselves to the jobs that are being offered to them. Now, in the spirit of Philippine Independence Day, Jobstreet is partnering with Department of Trade and Industry, gives Filipino job seekers the liberty to pursue a career that matches their lifestyle and needs. O, diba? Now more than ever, I feel like everyone is really looking now for a job that is adaptive to their own personal wants and needs. Now, through this initiative, Job Street is bringing us this virtual career fair, which I'm really happy that all of you could attend. This is a very great tool and a very great platform to promote local jobs from various regions in the country, offering opportunities to highlight the different employment types. I'm so pumped right now because this is like a very big thing. Actually, excited po kay ko sa tanan mga nangita og trabaho. I am so excited for those who are looking for this opportunity. Job Street is here, has always been bridging the gap. That's why I'm so excited. I can't wait to share more details to everybody on what this virtual job fair is all about. Now, before we begin, before we move on to the highlight, I'd like to first introduce our valued speakers for today. First, we have a leader who combines perseverance and talent to get things done, goals accomplished, and dreams realized. We have Mr. Philip Yoka, a job for every Filipino. This is the advocacy he has always been leading Jobstreet to embody. And as the country manager of Jobstreet, the largest talent sourcing website in the Philippines, he plans for it to keep carrying on. In order to increase access to available job opportunities in and out of the country, he has collaborated with government agencies like DOLE and POEA, worked with NGOs like Project Inclusion and PH Business for Social Progress, and also partnered with multiple private institutions. Not only, Sir Philip, we are also joined by the country head of marketing of Jobstreet Philippines, Mr. Kim Viray, a marketing and advertising professional with a working experience of 12 years. Kim Martin Julian Veray is responsible for the branding and strategy of JobStreet Philippines as the country head of marketing. Before JobStreet, he was also spearheading several successful brand campaigns and marketing communication for some of the most well-known brands in the country, such as Lazada, Electrolux, and Canon Philippines. Now, Kim leads the marketing team of the country's largest job platforms with the advocacy of providing jobs to every Filipino. There. So we will be getting in touch with them in just a few moments, and we will be hearing from our couple of speakers in just a bit. But for now, before we head into our career fair, I'd like everyone first to relax. let's have uh, let's have some fun because we have prepared a short game for all of you. All right. So please prepare yourselves. This is like throwback. You have to think of the different history of the Philippines because we are celebrating the month of the Philippine Independence. Now, why don't we kickstart that with a trivia game that is promoting or, of course, testing out as well everyone's knowledge on the Philippine history. So this is our icebreaker, everybody. So please get yourselves ready. So we have prepared 5 trivia questions. So it comes with choices as well. So it's like multiple choice. And we will flash it on the screen. Now, each round, I will give you a chance to type in the correct letter on the chat box. But the first one to type it once I say go will be our winner. All right? Again, please, you have to wait for my go signal before
Recording
you
stopped.
type in your letter of choice.
Recording in
And
progress.
of course, our winners who display great knowledge about our country's history will get something from Jobstreet and DTI. Of course, we have prepared a prize or we have an award for you, and that is a 1,000 peso worth of gift card from Cultura Manila. So you can shop in that boutique. So thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Cultura Manila. Thank you, Jobstreet. Thank you, DTI. Get yourselves ready now. Get ready with your keyboards. Keyboard warriors tayo ngayon. Are you guys ready? Okay, I believe so. Let us start. Here is our first question. Who was the Filipino artist and political activist known for his masterpiece, Solario? A. Antonio Luna. B. Juan Luna. C. Philip Concepcion Hidalgo. Go! Oh, ang bilis. Okay, our team will now be choosing who got it first after I said the go signal. But first, let us reveal the correct answer. It is letter B, Juan Luna. Juan Luna is the artist behind the masterpiece Solarium, a painting that symbolizes the suffering, despair, and the countless deaths of Filipinos. Okay, I believe James Umarang of Tech and Lifestyle got that correctly. And I have observed that you guys are so excited to type it. I did not say go yet. So again, please wait for my go signal so as you won't be disqualified for that round. Okay? Again, James, congratulations. Let's move on to our second trivia question. Here we go. After hundreds of years under Spanish rule, where did Emilio Aguinaldo raise the Philippine flag for the very first time? Is it A, Kawit Cavite, B, Malolos Bulacan, C, Palintawak? Ready? Go! Bilib talaga ako sa kanya. Ang bilis! Let's see if, okay, we'll give you time. All right. I feel like we already got someone who typed the correct answer. And the correct answer is letter A, Kawit Cavite. So a brief trivia on June 12, 1898, Emilio Aguinaldo declared Philippine Independence in his hometown in Kawit, Cavite? And the correct answer is A. So let's see who got it correctly. I feel like a lot of you did type in letter A. So it's just a matter of who's the fastest to type that letter. Grabe, mga historians pala. Yes. We still have 3 more questions, so don't worry, guys. It's Rizal Jonicio of whatsup.ph who won that round. Congratulations. All right. Next question. Yes, that's Rizal, who is our winner for the second question. All right. Third question. In the Philippine flag, what do the 3 stars stand for? Is it A, Luzon, Visaya, Mindanao, B, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, or C, Manila, Cebu, Davao? Go! A. Wrong spelling, wrong. Joke. You just need to type the letter, guys. And the correct answer we have, it is letter B indeed. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. So the 3 stars stand for the 3 principal islands of the Philippine archipelago. That is, of course, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. All right, so let's see who got it correctly for our third trivia question. The fastest one is Gerald Uy of Gerald's Secret HQ. Yay! Congratulations, Sir Gerald. All right, still have a couple more questions. Let us proceed with the next one. Who composed the music for the Philippine National Anthem? Is it A, Esteban Villanueva, B, Jose Palma, or C, Julian Felipe? Sorry. Go! The correct answer is Julian Felipe. He was the commissioned composer by Emilio Aguinaldo to create the music of the Philippine National Anthem, formerly known as Marca Nacional Filipina, now known as the Lupang Hinira. And the one who got it correctly and the fastest to type in letter C is Iris Acosta of Pinayat. Congratulations. All right, we still got one more. Get yourselves ready. Here we go. Who was the only female general during the Philippine Revolution? Is it A, Agueda Cahabagan, B, Gregorio de Jesus, or C, Melchora Aquino? Go! I'm now curious if someone got it correctly. Let us reveal the answer. The answer is, it's letter A, Agueda Cahabagan, known in history as the Tagalog Joan of Arc and Generala Agueda. Agueda Cahabagan is the only officially listed woman general during the Philippine Revolution of the year 1896 to 1898, and the Philippine-American War as well of 1899 to 1902. I feel like we only got one correctly, as I have noticed with the letters that you guys type. She is none other than Paz Lazaro of Summit Magazine. There you go. Congratulations. Yes. All right. So that ends our trivia game. Congrats to all of you, the 5 of you. You just won a Cultura Manila gift card, 1,000 pesos worth. You can spend it there. Don't worry, our friends from Comco will get in touch with you regarding your prizes and how to claim it. All right. Ayan. You guys really put to test on that round. Indeed, it's always an honor to remember the contributions of our heroes and how they've fought for the liberties we now experience and embrace. Speaking of liberties, guys, I'm sure we all agree that Filipino candidates deserve liberty as well to pursue a career that matches their personal lifestyle and their needs, right? For the past years, we've witnessed how Job Street geared its efforts towards catering to the needs of job seekers and helping as well the job market career recover from the impacts of the pandemic. As the country now faces a new normal, more doors are opening for our candidates, whether it'll be a remote work, a hybrid setup, or a completely flexible work setting. Candidates are now looking for jobs that give them the freedom to pursue what they want. With all of these changes rapidly affecting the job landscape, one thing remains the same. Job Street was there for our candidates then. Job Street is still here for our candidates now. So, to introduce to us the great reshuffle and the nature of Job Street's partnership with the DTI or the Department of Trade and Industry, I now give you the virtual floor to the country manager himself of Job Street Philippines. Please welcome Mr. Philip Gioca.
Good afternoon, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, mga bayani ng Pilipinas. Napakaganda ng ating trivia dahil ginugunita natin ang mga bayani na naging malaya tayo. So, tama-tama ang aming virtual career fair ay magsisimula sa araw pagkatapos ng ating paggunita ng ating kalayaan. So, inaalala natin, and we still remember not too long ago, in the last 2 years, that our new heroes are actually the frontliners. Kayo na mga nagsusulat, yung mga nurses, at mga taong naghihirap para mabuhay o magkaroon ng ikabubuhay ang kanilang pamilya. These are our new heroes. Unfortunately, during the last 2 years of the pandemic, we experienced the great resignation o tinatawag natin na there's a lot of people because of the new norm or the new challenges faced during the pandemic, a lot of them actually resigned. And now, as we open up the market, a new event is happening, and it's called the Great Reshuffle. So let's go to the next slide, please. So unlike the resignation, when everyone just resigned because they were fed up with the situation, the Great Reshuffle is now coming into the limelight. And what do we mean? In the last 2 years, we saw a lot of people reevaluating, reassessing, rethinking, discerning on what is best for them. And the 2 years of the pandemic actually gave them the time to really understand what is important to them. So unlike the Great Resignation, these people are still employed, but wait and see and trying to reevaluate which is the next move, what is the next move for them, which company to join, depending on their need. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, so what we know today is that there are 4.6 Filipinos we still looking for a job, not yet employed, and that is brought to you by the Great Resignation. Now, during these times, there are still a lot more people or candidates that are still in search for a job that will be more fulfilling because they have seen a great light during the last 2 years to see what is more valuable, what is worth it living and working for. So now they have two dimensions, looking at job and looking at values, valuable in life. Next slide, please. We see that majority of these people constitute the young generation, the Gen Z and the millennials. So 46% in our workforce today, we see that are planning to move to a next career, to a next job. Next slide, please. 50% of the Filipinos today or they may not have the same or do not have the same value that they carry. And these are all about, what is valuable to me as an employee, what is worth it for me as an employee. Next slide, please. So we see that still 53% of the working population would prefer to still continue working from home or having a work from home, work remote work setup. 41% will still, or we saw that, would accept a lower amount of salary in lieu of a better, more affordable location. So you will see migration going to the provinces or nearby Luzon, so that they can continue living a well-balanced life as compared to living in the city, well, where they are paid much more. Next slide, please. So when you look at the workers today, it's not just about the location. It's not just about, the travel time. It's not about the salary in itself. Many things during our sessions in like this or forums, you've seen the different preferences of candidates. Now, what we are seeing is that the question of, is it worth it? Is it worth to leave my family commuting 4 hours a day? Is it worth it to, rent a space so that I could continue working? Is it worth my while, the stress that my job is giving me? So a lot of introspection, a lot of discernment happened in the last 2 years. That's why the question now is, is the job worth it? And if it passed the questions of, is it worth it, then they continue the job. But most likely, if the answer is no, it's not worth it, they will now look for a new job. Next slide, please. And so we could see that these are the reasons why current employees are actually leaving their workplace. So just I wanted to highlight a very important and real questions about long commutes, time with family, where they have experienced a long time with the family during the pandemic, flexible working hours. So if it's not flexible enough, new career goals are coming into the picture as a big consideration whether this would be prioritized as a move or not. But one thing that is striking is the change in values. Many people now, employees, look at the value of their company. It should be the same value that they have. So it's a very important to note that these are new things that is happening into the preferences, why an employee would leave, and why would an employee join a company. So, and as a result, what will happen, if not fulfilled, will be a career move. Next slide. So bottom line, if it's worth it, I will stay. If it's not worth it, I will join a company that it's worth my while. Next slide. So given that, we see that there are still opportunities for candidates or job seekers and for hirers, knowing that there will be a constant migration of talents from my company to the other because of this value-based view of work and life. So for job seekers, we need to continue to upskill, um, and hone our talents, continue to network with our colleagues, join webinars for training and upskilling, and take advantage of career fairs. For hirers, it's important for them to reevaluate the structure and the goals of teams within the company. They need to invest in team skills. They need to focus on retention because more than 4.2 million Filipinos will be moving and focus on mental health, which is the biggest block we experience in the pandemic, and guard against burnout because of more demands despite having a work from home setup. Next slide, please. And that is why we know that we need different kinds of jobs, fresh new jobs that to offer our job seekers who are there still contemplating and trying to search for ways to join a company with values that are aligned to them. And this is why JobStreet partnered with the Department of Trade and Industry to be able to answer this need. Next slide, please. And so the goal is mabigyan ng mas maraming kalayaan at flexibility ang ating manggagawa humanap ng trabaho na naaayon sa kanilang pangangailangan. And this is the goal that we are presenting to you today in this virtual career fair. A different one, a more, makabayan job fair that we'll be giving. And hopefully, we will be able to help the new heroes of our country, the people that work so hard to be able to feed, shelter, and provide for their families. Marami pong salamat. And back to you, Linky.
Thank you so much, Sir Philip, for that very insightful presentation. And I feel like nakaka-relate din ako doon sa mga sinasabi mo. Now more than ever, I feel like the value of work and life balance is really very important in terms of looking for job opportunities. And yes, indeed, with this virtual fair, job fair, and this partnership, of course, with DTI, I'm pretty sure that this will definitely achieve the noble goals that JobStreet has in store for all of the Filipino candidates. As you may already know, one of the JobStreet's major initiatives ever since the dawn of the pandemic is the virtual career fair. As a matter of fact, JobStreet launched several online job fairs already nationwide. And this met great successes as many opportunities were able to be launched and many individuals were also empowered. Now that the job market is undergoing yet another transition, of course, JobStreet remains committed to meeting the needs of every Filipino. This event would not have been possible without the support of none other than the Department of Trade and Industry. And through this virtual career fair, JobStreet will be promoting local jobs from various regions in the Philippines, offering, of course, more opportunities to highlight the different and a more flexible, I would say, employment types. We now welcome you, our dear media friends, all of you who are here right now in our event, to type in any of the questions you may have from our previous speakers or Philip, because later on we will get to entertain them one by one. And of course, if you have also questions along the way from our next speaker, perhaps you can type there right now so as we can gather them at once and then later we can raise them one by one. All right. And please don't forget to include your name and publication, by the way, so as it's easier for us for quick reference rather. Now I know you're all wondering what will await or what awaits for all the candidates in the upcoming virtual career fair. So without further ado, to learn more about what is yet to be unfolded, let us hear it from the JobStreet Philippines head of marketing himself. I now turn you over to Mr. Kim Viray.
Thank you, Blinky. Also, magandang hapon din sa ating mga media friends. Maraming salamat for joining us this afternoon. Thank you also for that very insightful sharing about the Great Reshuffle, Sir Philip. As one of the new joiners actually here in JobStreet Philippines, talagang nakarelate din ako. And I think just to share with our media friends as well, one of the main reasons talaga why I joined JobStreet is because I really believe in the mission and the purpose of the company. And it is very much aligned to my principles now in my life and in my career stage. And like what Sir Philip said earlier, in line with the Great Reshuffle, this really matters more now than before for most job seekers. Anyway, enough about me and more about our upcoming virtual career fair, which is happening very, very soon. Next slide, please. Okay, so to give you an overview on what to expect for our upcoming VCF event, right now we actually have over 75,000 jobs on the platform, and we actually have more than 130 companies already who will be participating in this VCF event. We are also activating the live chat feature for our job seekers or candidates to chat directly with hundreds of participating employers, exclusive only also during our VCF event. And to make this even more special, we actually have more and bigger items to give away for our special raffle. So there's actually going to be more reason for our job seekers to join. Imagine magkakatrabaho na sila or even kayo, and pwede pa kayong manalo ng maraming special prizes. And lastly, just for this virtual career fair, we actually have more webinars as well, starting from day 1, which is June 13, until day 5, which is June 17. So this is really going to be one of our biggest virtual career fairs to date. Next slide, please. Okay, and for the first time ever, we are actually integrating the virtual career fair into our Jobstreet mobile app, because we know for a fact that our mobile user base has grown from 60% last year to 70% this year. Thus, the shift towards a mobile-first design, so we can really provide a more seamless job hunting experience for most of our users. So basically, if you are an existing Jobstreet mobile app user already and you have your Jobstreet account logged in your phone, all you have to do is to open your Jobstreet mobile app and pre-register to join. Ganun na lang talaga siya kadali at kasimple. But kung wala ka pang Jobstreet mobile app, all you must do now is to download the Jobstreet mobile app on Google Play or App Store. Or for our media attendants this afternoon, you can actually just simply scan the QR code on your screen right now, log in your Jobstreet account, and then pre-register to join. So talagang pinadali na namin para sa lahat, para mas marami ang makasali at makahanap ng trabaho sa aming paparating na virtual career fair. Next slide, please. Okay, so we also have all the big players from tech, BPOs, banks, retail, telco, fintech, and other industries, from EPLDT, JP Morgan Chase, Accenture, BDO, SM, IBM, Citibank, Amazon, Converge, ING, and 120 plus more participating companies. So truthfully, the biggest and the most in-demand companies are here joining us together in our virtual career fair. Next slide, please. Okay, so specific to work from home jobs that will be available during our event, some of the top roles include encoder, engineer, office staff, among many others. And we actually have a total of 44 companies who will offer work from home jobs in our VCF event, and over 24,000 work from home jobs on Jobstreet right now. Napakarami talagang trabaho. Next slide, please. Okay, so for those job seekers naman who's particularly looking for Luzon-based jobs, as you can see here, some of the top roles include teacher, admin assistant, and officer, system developer, and many more. And we have a total of 120 companies offering Luzon-based jobs in our VCF event. And right now, we have over 53,000 jobs, Luzon-based jobs on Jobstreet. Next slide, please. And for those job seekers naman who's eyeing for jobs in Visayas and Mindanao, some of the top roles include customer service representative, sales, teacher, and the others. And we have a total of 68 companies offering Visayas and Mindanao-based jobs in our upcoming VCF event, and over 15,000 Visayas and Mindanao-based jobs right now on Jobstreet. Next slide, please. Okay, so lastly, for the entry-level jobs naman, so perfect ito for the fresh grads. Some of the top roles include customer service representative, admin assistant, sales, and the others. And we actually have a total of 109 companies with entry-level jobs during our VCF event, and over 58,000 entry-level jobs on JobStreet right now. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is just the calendar schedule for our upcoming virtual career fair. So as you can see, it is really going to be an eventful and packed 5-day event for all of us. We're in each day starting June 13 until June 17. We will be highlighting different job categories based on the different need state of our job seekers here in the Philippines. So for this VCF, we really made sure that this is going to be more focused on all the opportunities that is relevant to today's workplace setup and trend by really giving our job seekers the freedom or kalayaan nga ika ni Sir Philip na mamili ng job that nagusto nila based kung ano man ang kanilang work preferences. And on top of that, we will also have a series of daily webinars for free. Libre po siya. Salamat din sa partnership namin with Luna Academy, together with some of our participating employers, as well as from the government, of course, in partnership with the Department of Trade and Industry. And lastly, of course, there will be a special Facebook Live Grand Raffle event, which is slated on June 17th on the day 5 of our VCF. So later, you'll know more about this very exciting raffle. So please stay tuned. Next. Okay, so for day 1, we will be featuring thousands of work from home jobs. June 13 is really for our Team Bahay job seekers who are specifically looking for jobs that can give them the flexibility and freedom to work remotely from home. We will also have 2 webinars for free, care of Luna Academy, on topics such as finding your dream job and tips on having a good CV to equip and to really help our job seekers land the job that they want from our upcoming virtual career fair. Next slide, please. Okay, so on day 2, the spotlight is on Luzon-based jobs. Let's go Luzon on June 14th, wherein thousands of work located in Luzon will be available for all our job seekers. And we will also have 2 webinars for free, care of Sage and B&V People Business Company, to talk on topics such as innovation and agility for startups and how soft skills can help one's career. Next. Okay, so on day 3, we will help our job seekers to win in Bismin. So save the date because on June 15th, thousands of jobs are going to be waiting for our job seekers in Visayas and Mindanao. On top of that, we will also have 2 webinars for free, care of Accenture, to share and talk about a very relevant topic on how they pivoted in the pandemic, and also to give tips for our job seekers on getting ahead in an interview, which is, I'm sure, will really come in handy for our job seekers to ace those interviews with our employers coming from this virtual career fair. Okay, so on day 4, we will be showcasing thousands of entry-level jobs from all our participating employers. Mark your calendars because June 16 is for everything entry-level. So this day is perfect for our job seekers with not much experience but have the winning attitude to land their dream job. Plus, we will also have 2 webinars for free, care of Asticom and Exist Software Labs, to talk about presenting and leading meetings virtually, which is very, very timely and relevant right now with most meetings still being done virtually, just like our president today, and also on topic about personal excellence. Next. And finally, on day 5, lahat ng trabaho talagang nasa Jobstreet yan. So on June 17, all kinds of jobs will be highlighted to culminate our virtual career fair event. And then aside from that, there will be a webinar by the Department of Trade and Industry on the importance of SMEs. And of course, the much awaited part of our virtual career fair, which is the FB Live Grand Raffle event, wherein we will reveal and announce the winners of our special and exciting raffle prizes. Okay, so now that you have some sort of like a full view already on what to expect for our virtual career fair, I'm sure some of you are already wondering as well, how can you prepare and maximize for this event? And yes, we hear you. That's why we also prepared this checklist for our job seekers to assess their readiness for our upcoming DCF event. Important that number one, for them to pre-register for our event. Number two, of course, after you are pre-registered, you also need to, of course, update your Jobstreet profile so that when you start applying for jobs, the employers or the hirers can get to know you more based on the updates and latest info you provided on your Jobstreet profile. And then number three, you also must ensure that you have a good internet connection. So browsing via our mobile app and VCF form will really be a breeze. And number four, more importantly, you must keep a strong and winning attitude always. So hindi lang dapat actually during our VCF event have, but every day or in anything that you do in life. Next slide, please. Okay, so also to highlight this new feature for a really more seamless job search experience on the Jobstreet platform, job search can now be filtered according to job titles, industry, and location. So for our job seekers, actually, searching for jobs will really be made more easy based on what they really want to search for. And to guide you more about our upcoming virtual career fair and to get to know more about this new job search feature on the Jobstreet platform, we have this video prepared for you guys. Okay, I hope you guys are as excited and pumped as I am. And right now, moving on to the actually most exciting part of our virtual career fair event. Who doesn't love raffle, right? So as mentioned earlier, we have an exclusive raffle for our job seekers. And this time around, we have more and bigger items to give away for our raffle. So there's really more reason for our job seekers to join. Next slide, please. So just for our virtual career fair event, makakahanap ka na ng trabaho, then pwede ka pang manalo ng exciting raffle prizes because we are actually giving away some work from home essentials, which includes a Samsung Galaxy smartphone, a Lenovo tablet, and a Nespresso machine. So swak na swak talaga for those job seekers who prefer work from home or remote jobs right now. And for our grand raffle naman, we're actually raffling off a 4 days, 3 night stay lang naman in one of the premier rooms in Coast Boracay with a bottler service. Yes, you heard that right. My bottler service pa. So I think whoever will win this prize can live like a king or a queen for that much deserved break or vacation, possibly before they start with their new job, right? So super, super exciting talaga. Next, please. Okay, and joining the raffle is actually as easy as joining our virtual career fair. For our job seekers, all they actually need to do is to make sure that they are registered for our virtual career fair event. And then after which, just wait for the winner announcement during the Facebook Live Grand Raffle event on June 17th, where we will reveal the winners of our special raffle prizes. So for those who hasn't downloaded the JobStreet mobile app yet and has not registered for our virtual career fair, just simply take out your phone now, scan the QR code on the screen, and you are an inch closer to freedom. Freedom to choose your new career with the help of JobStreet Virtual Career Fair. Maraming salamat po. Over to you, Miss Blinky.
Maraming salamat. I actually want to give back the thank you to you guys. You and the entire team of Jobstreet. Grabe, as promised earlier when we started, they have really prepared a lot of things and stored. And yes, they kept that promise. And I really love the fact that all the lineup of activities, akala nyo, you guys thought that Jobstreet only offers jobs. But no, they also have a lot of prizes in store. And at the same time, they won't leave you alone on the streets. They're also going to help you navigate your way through and finding the most suitable jobs there is. And so to all the candidates, I am very excited for all of them. There's so much opportunities and activities that awaits for everyone. And so for those of your media friends, if you know of anyone who feel like they just recently discovered what they actually want to pursue, well then, please invite them to join our virtual job fair, or please perhaps invite them to register, diba? Not only can they have a life-changing experience because of this platform, but at the same time, who knows, they will be one of the lucky winners in our grand raffle. All right. So to everyone else in this room, if you know of anyone at this point, please have them register now at Jobstreet and make them also download the app as well. All right. So since we have a lot of surprises that awaits for our candidates, please also follow Jobstreet on their Facebook page so as you can have an update on the latest happenings. There you go. For now, guys, to all our media friends, we are now moving on to the segment where